Waldo, weekdays at 4 on the one and only 2. Thanks for watching KCBS Channel 2.
Oh, Iva, thank you for coming by on such short notice.
What is he doing here?
Well, when I telephoned you, I had no idea that Kirk...
Yeah, well, that's fine, because I'm going to be leaving.
Now, wait a moment. Now, wait, please, wait. Come on. This is an awkward situation, but for heaven's sake, we're adults. We're all of us adults. And there's important work involved here. Now, just bear with me, Iva, will you? Kirk, I have the report, as I said, that I want you to look over. Now, just hang in, everybody. It's on Jane's desk, and I'll be right back.
Iva, I had no idea what she was up to. Don't you believe me?
Does it matter?
Yes, it matters to me. Can you honestly say it doesn't matter to you?
Oh, I can't believe she's really ours.
I don't know why. No, she's a spitting image of her daddy.
Oh, hey, don't say that about her. She's a spitting image of her gorgeous mom.
BP's fine. 120 over 80. So, if you two people will let me go, I've got to deliver another baby.
I know why you wear bedroom slippers.
I want to hear more about your medical problems, but now's not the time or the place. Just be happy and enjoy. Congratulations.
Thanks, Doc. You did a great job.
So did you, both of you. Bye.
Take care.
Yeah.
I want to hear more about that medical problem, too.
Yeah, well, Dr. Ray's right. Now's not the time or place. You know, I can't tell you how often I dreamed of this moment. I prayed and I prayed. My prayers were answered.
Now nobody can take your baby by mistake.
Oh,
You're
please.
darn right. I may not be able to walk, but I can still throw a hell of a flying tackle.
Do you want to hold her before she's weighed and measured?
I'd like to, but I don't think I ought to.
I'll help.
Yeah, the four of us right here. Come on. Do you want to see it, Daddy? Huh? Come on.
Oh.
There's my baby. There's my baby.
I dreamed of this moment, too. Hi, Princess.
What's wrong?
Nothing. I was expecting Glenn, that's all. Why did you ring the bell when you have your own key?
Well, I seem to have misplaced my keys, Shannon. You haven't seen them by any chance, have you?
Glenn? No, I haven't. But you know, I did find this just now when I went to go look for my coat. And I know it wasn't there earlier when Duncan and I came back. It just reappeared as mysteriously as it disappeared this morning after Lisa found it. And I can't wait to tell her about it. This proves it wasn't her imagination.
Shannon, put the phone down.
Why? I want to tell her. She'll be so relieved to know.
I said, put it down.
As the world turns. This portion brought to you today by Love's Deluxe for boys and Love's Deluxe for girls. Nothing's better on leaks than Love's.
How dare you? Lisa may take orders from you, but I don't.
I'm sorry, Shannon. I just didn't want you to disturb Lisa. Look, she had a bad dream earlier. Bob gave her a sedative so she could sleep.
Yes, I know. She told me when I called her earlier to tell her I wasn't staying here tonight.
Why not?
Well, not that it's any of your business, but if I hadn't made up my own mind, this trench coat sure would have decided it for me.
Shannon?
Glenn? Oh, I'm so glad you're here.
What's going on?
Look what I found. Now, I know this wasn't here earlier, but when I went to look for my coat just now, I found it in the closet.
This has to be the same one that Lisa found this morning.
Yes, exactly.
Well, have you told her about it?
No, I didn't. Grant just reminded me that she shouldn't be disturbed. She's resting. But I'm going to keep it with me all night so it doesn't disappear again, and I'm going to show it to her in the morning.
Okay, that's a good idea. Listen, since you're filling in for Lisa and Craig, you should probably get downstairs before the throng start piling in. I'll help you close up later on, and I'll drop you off at the Corbin house.
Let me just get my overnight bag.
No, why don't you leave that, and I'll drop you off here later, and we'll get it then.
No, no way. I'm not going to step foot in this penthouse again until Lisa's back and all the mysteries are solved.
Okay.
Yeah, look, it's me. I need a progress report. Yeah, I think I need things moving on my end right away. Uncomfortable, that's putting it mildly. Especially where Earl's niece is concerned.
Ivor, just answer one question. Can you stand there and honestly tell me that everything you felt for me is over?
I wish I could.
Look, I swear, I had no idea that Lucinda was going to do this. Jane called me at the yacht and said that Lucinda had to see me on urgent.
Why would she do something like this?
Because she knew how miserable I was after you found out the truth from Jared and Lenore.
I really don't want to listen to any more of this. Now, if you don't go, I will.
Right, Lucinda!
It took me a while. I had to go through Jane's
Would you
desk.
please tell Ivor exactly what I'm doing here?
Oh, all right. Look, all day I've been looking for this guy. All day to no avail. I guess Jane tracked you down?
Please, please, don't bother to explain. Why don't we just go over the figures?
Very good idea. All right.
No.
Kirk, please, could you help me? I haven't
Will you
been doing
stop this charade, Lucinda? Look, this could have been done in regular business hours. I've already told Ivor that you arranged this little get-together because she refused to speak to me.
Oh, all right. Mea culpa, for heaven's sake. But I could see how miserable this guy is. All day. And you, Lily, told me that you were suffering. I decided to take matters into my own hand. I mean, people that care for each other ought to be able to communicate like adults.
I'm leaving.
And there's something else I think you ought to know, Ivor. This meeting was arranged after another meeting that I had earlier this afternoon with your sister, Elizabeth Cromwell. Now, she arrived here with a proposition. For some time, I've wanted to do a little business with Carpenter, Reese, and Cromwell. Kirk knows about that. Your sister, Elizabeth, offered me a deal. He offered me the company on a silver platter in return for one small little favor.
Which was?
Firing you.
Really is a miracle.
Yes, she is, isn't she?
No, I was talking about all the weight you lost.
Stop. Oh, don't. It makes me hurt.
I love to make you laugh. I really miss that. Really do.
Casey, what are you going to tell me about this condition of yours?
Not now. Not now. We got a mob of people waiting out there for us. They're going to break down the door. Peggy, listen, could you send in Lila's family? They came all the way out from Illinois, okay? Don't worry about those, okay?
But they do worry me, honey.
Oh, I've not seen her. I only saw her through the glass in the nursery.
This is your new baby sister.
Hi, sweetheart. Oh.
Congratulations, Pop. You done it.
Yeah, how come you're not passing out cigars?
Rats, I forgot about cigars. Why don't you tell me at the airport? Have no fear. Monty's here. Have a cigar.
Have a cigar. I got these at the gift shop when we came in. Oh, I also got this furry little animal for my sister. Not you.
So cute.
Let Pop hang on to that. Wind it up. It's got a tune. I will.
Guaranteed to put her asleep at 2 a.m.?
Sorry, nothing guarantees.
Oh, it's so good to see you all. I love you so much. But I am still angry at you for not telling me about Casey's condition and this little secret of his.
I wanted to, Mama. But Tom.
Yeah, don't blame him. Nobody worries. It's Tom's idea. Really Tom's idea.
It's okay. Blame me. I promise I will never keep another secret from you again.
Well, you better not, because you got two ladies to answer to now.
Yikes.
Wait a minute. We can't call her a lady. You can't call her Baby Peretti. I think it's about time you gave her a name.
Should I tell her?
Yeah.
No, keep her our name.
No. Okay, all right. We decided that if it was a girl, we were going to name her Catherine Ann, Kate for short.
Katie.
Oh, Katie Peretti, I like that.
I do too. Yeah, it's got a nice ring to it.
You are a lucky lady, Kate. You got two of the most special parents.
You sure do. You got a very beautiful mom.
A combination like that, you got the world by the tail.
Yeah, wave it up.
Wave it up, lady.
Hank, how's Charles doing?
Oh, he's doing better. I talked to him just today, as a matter of fact. He's over the age-related pneumonia, and he's sounding more like his old self again.
Good.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, Hank, you must be so relieved.
Yeah, well, I'm relieved that he's better, but I keep getting more and more frustrated that I can't be with him. As a matter of fact, that's one of the things I want to bring up at the support group meeting that you suggested in Chicago. Thanks.
Okay.
I'll get that.
You, I know you. You want to take?
No, thanks.
All right. Hank, I wanted to ask you.
I've been speaking to my producer about the possibility of doing a segment on my show focused on AIDS. Would you have any interest in being a guest if I get the go-ahead for that?
Oh, I don't know. I've been out of the closet for a long time, but going that open, or that public in Oakdale is something I really have to think about.
Well, if you do decide to do it, then let me know. I'm going to try to air it sometime before the AIDS benefit ball in June.
Thank you. Would you like some coffee?
No, thank you, Bob. Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Andrew.
How you doing?
How about having dinner with Lucinda and me? Huh?
I'm sorry, Dad. We've already eaten.
Dessert? What do you say? I haven't seen you in a long time.
Well,
Sure, Leanne, you come along with us, okay?
Go ahead, sweetie. You've already done your homework.
I don't want to run out on you, Hank, though. Oh, no, that's okay. I'm going to hit the sack soon. Okay, anyway, let's go. Go ahead. Go.
Okay. Well, I'm going to change first. Okay.
Have a good time. See you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Good night.
Hello. Tom. Terrific. Lila had a baby girl, 7 pounds, 11 ounces. How are they all doing? How's Casey? Great. Hold on. Mother, father, and baby all doing fine. That's terrific.
Well, it looks an awful lot like the coat that I found in Earl's hotel room in South Africa, but that is not possible because the authorities never released it. I'll take it down to forensics. I'll get a report.
That's a good idea. It may give us something to go on.
Oh, okay, but I just want to make sure Lisa finds out about this first thing in the morning. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Listen, could I see you for a moment when you get a chance? I'll be at the bar.
Okay, I'll be there in a minute.
That's right. Can I get anybody a cocktail?
Oh, I think just the wine list, thank you, Shannon. That'll be
Okay.
Just club soda for me. Thank you.
All right. Send a waiter right over.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Well, it's awfully nice of you two to invite me to dinner, but I hate to intrude on business talk, so don't talk any business.
Well, don't you worry, because I never do business after 5 o'clock. This is strictly pleasure.
Excuse me just a second, okay? I'd like to talk to Barbara for a minute. Sure.
Now, Barbara, hi.
Hi.
I wanted to let you know that Craig and I got floods of acceptances on your New York show.
Good. Good.
I spoke to Paul. I tried to loosen him up a little bit. You know, Emily, we have the situation well in hand. Thank you. Fine. Glad to hear it. Have a good night.
Honey, you know, you never did tell me how this dinner with Paul came about.
I know I promised not to run to Paul, but I just couldn't stand it any longer, so I called him at the frat house and invited him to dinner.
Oh, sweetheart, listen, I know how much this tension between you and Paul lately upsets you, but you've got to remember that in this situation, you are right.
I know, and I won't forget.
Good. So I know you like to bend over backwards for him, but he's got to learn that he can't push people around and get rewarded for it.
Hi, Mom.
Well,
Hey, sport.
you look terrific.
Yeah, you look totally chill.
Totally chill, huh? Thank you.
How are things going?
Great. Left the frat house is one big party.
Well, I hope you're getting a little studying done.
Oh, of course. Of course.
Well, good evening.
Hi.
Barbara, that's an exquisite outfit.
Oh, thank you very much. A sample from my new line. And speaking of which, I hope that you and Lisa are going to be at the show in New York.
Well, we like to be, but I'm not sure that Lisa should be traveling in her condition. But I know it will be a smashing success.
Thank you.
Excuse me, I gotta go talk to Well, excuse me. You wanted to see me?
Yeah, I was wondering what you found out about Coleman.
Well, nothing, but I just put the call in a little while ago, but, you know, I don't think we're going to get anything on this guy. Everybody who knows him trusts him implicitly.
Everyone except for Shannon, which is one of the reasons why she didn't stay at the penthouse tonight.
How come?
Well, when she went home earlier, she found Grant Coleman in her bedroom. When she tried to call Lisa, he forcibly stopped her.
I don't like the sound of that. I also don't like the fact that he got Lisa to change her will.
Well, that's not all. I also found out earlier that Lisa gave him full power of attorney. She checked into hospital.
He's not your ordinary family man. He's tall, dark, and sometimes he's dangerous. Lee Horsley is paradise.
Then, from madness
Put the gun to my head.
to murder,
You want to know what it's like to feel terror, huh?
Knots Landing, right after Paradise, tonight. Catch the Pat Sajak Show tonight.
John, I'll meet you at the Mona Lisa. Sorry. I'm sorry about the interruption. Also, sorry about Kirk's behavior, bolting like a child.
Well, I really don't blame him for that. I mean, Liz was way out of line.
I don't understand her. Why would she want to ruin Kirk's career? I mean, Lenore or your father, yes.
Well, they feel very protective of her, and so do I.
I hope you're not going to let Lenore interfere with the good thing you had going with Kirk.
So you approve of what Kirk did, walking out on his family?
Oh, I'm not one to cast stones. Anyway, he said that it was a loveless marriage, doomed. Sometimes it's best to just walk out, not look back.
Well, maybe you can understand his behavior, but I really can't.
No? But Iva, you gave up a little baby girl.
There was a big difference. It was best for Lily.
Oh, of course. Well, I gave up Sierra, too. I mean, many people would not forgive me for what I did. Of course, the important person did. Sierra forgave me. Just as Lily has forgiven you.
I really don't understand this.
You mean the connection between Lily and Sierra
Yes.
and Lenore Barkley, the show? Well, you
Yes.
know, I just think sometimes in life there are situations that test us. And sometimes you have to go at your problems and you fight through your obstacles and you come out better and stronger.
Why is this so important to you?
I don't want to lose my best executive. I want to see Kirk in fighting for.
Okay, I see. All right, I get it. I get it. It's strictly business then.
Yes, although I'm very fond of Kirk, very fond of him. I think he's very bright, and I see nothing but success in his future. And that's something you might think about before you close the door in his face.
Well, I really don't think I can trust my future happiness to a man who could just walk out on his family without so much as a second thought. I really think that we should finish this at some other time. Goodbye.
Okay,
Good night.
you guys take care of yourselves, huh?
Okay.
Get home okay. All right. Oops. Drive safe, Pa. Okay. All right.
Good night, Joe. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Why didn't you tell me you were going to stay here?
I didn't have a chance. When I got here, you were in the middle of birthing a baby.
Don't change the subject now.
Honey, I'm gonna be fine. Honest. Truly.
And what about your future as a surgeon?
That's too early to tell. But wherever I end up, you two aren't gonna have to worry, you know, or want for anything. I love you so. Hmm? Uh-oh.
Hey.
Thought this was a private room.
Yeah, get over it.
Guess it's checkout time, huh?
Check-in time at the
Check-in
hospital,
time,
buddy.
right. I forgot.
Yeah, what can I do here?
You can get it up here. All right, okay. Listen. Don't let that sweet thing see me like this, okay?
All right, come on, ready?
Okay, yeah, I'm all right. On we go.
Okay. See you.
Stick around. Don't go away. I'll be right back, okay?
He's gonna be all right, Mama. He's gonna make it.
Gelatin.
Yeah.
Well, you got me all to yourself, sailor.
Yeah.
Till the next customer comes in, that is. What do you want to talk to me about?
Oh, wait a second. I want Hal to hear this, too. What's up? Well, I think Jennifer Hobart was the way that Earl found out that Stenbeck was on to him.
How'd you come to that conclusion?
Well, I checked his typewriter and bags into the Hotel Al-Azhar in Alexandria. Some man picked them up with a letter from Earl. Why couldn't that man have been Stenbeck? And why couldn't that man have also given Jennifer Hobart the bags to have them shipped from Edinburgh? She could have used the typewriter of Earl's to type the letter to herself to mislead Lisa, and then kept it.
Well, I hope you're right for Lisa's sake.
Do you have any idea what make and model, year the typewriter was that your uncle used?
Well, as a matter of fact, I do know that because I helped Lisa pick it out for Uncle Earl when he started at the Argus. It was a coronet.
Manual or electric?
It was a portable electric, and we would have bought it around the end of '86.
I'm going to call a detective based in San Francisco, see if that's on the inventory for Jennifer Hobart.
It's a good move.
Great. I need to go to the powder room. I'll be back, okay?
All right.
So, what's new?
Oh, Mr. Dixon. What are you guys doing here? We're going to the cellar. Where's your friend, the fashion designer, tonight? What's it to you?
Heard you two are pretty tight these days.
Well, Hank's a friend, so what?
So it explains a lot about you, that's all. See you later.
All right. I don't care what they think, okay?
Hi. Anything wrong?
No.
Hi, darling.
Well, you made it.
I know.
Give me a coat, will you?
I'm late. I'm glad you included Andy in the end in our dinner à deux.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah.
How you doing?
Oh, excuse me, Cal. I didn't mean to steal the seat.
You know, Grant, we could move this coat if you'd like to join us.
Well, you want me to check that for you?
No, I'll take that down to the police lab, I think.
Really? What do you hope to find out?
Well, if you ladies will excuse me, I'm going to go on down to the cellar and say hello to Lily. I'll be back in a minute.
What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? I mean, obviously John is here with his wife. Now, you're being wined and dined by a Texas millionaire. Could you please not blow it? Please.
Sure wish you'd change your mind and come to New York with us.
Mom, you know why I don't want to go.
Paul, I think it's about time you stop blaming Hank for your problems.
You know, you don't even have to see Hank in New York. He's going to be very, very busy. He really will be.
Well, I just talked to Carrie earlier about going with me.
Really? Well, that's a great idea. I can make arrangements for her at the hotel. It really would mean a lot to me.
Well, I'll probably end up going.
That's terrific.
Excuse me, I have to make a phone call.
Double Scotch rocks, please, Jimmy.
Thanks.
Oh, look, poor Kirk. May I ask you
Why
to join
poor
us?
Kirk?
Darling, it's a long, long story. I was dumped him because of a mistake in his past. We know how that feels.
It'd make any difference if I said no anyway?
He probably won't join us.
So, what happened after I left?
I pleaded your cause, and it all fell on deaf ears.
Lucinda, look, I know you meant well, but please don't ever do anything like that again.
We'll continue with part 2 of As the World Turns in just a moment.
Tonight on the Pat Sajak Show, Pat welcomes Dallas's Ken Kercheval. From CBS This Morning, Mark McEwen and comic Fred Travelina.
Not bad. I think I'll stay up and watch tonight, too.
Friday on Dallas.
I told you I'm not staying unless we get married.
Sue Ellen crashes JR's wedding.
Now, where is that sweet young thing?
A 2-hour Dallas Friday. This is CBS. The Right to Bear Arms. Today at 5.
And now, part 2 of As the World Turns.
Lila, believe me, I never would have okayed the trip if I thought it would slow up his recovery. Now, don't you worry about that. It's bad for the baby, and it's bad for you. Right. Kim sends her love. And again, congratulations. Okay, bye-bye.
Must have been a terrible shock for her to find out that Casey has GBS.
Yes, it was. They haven't had a chance to talk about it. That's why she called for some details. She was afraid that the trip and all the excitement might have caused a setback.
What, do you think it will?
Oh, honey, I never would have taken that chance. No, a positive attitude is important to any recovery, and being with people you love can sometimes be the best medicine in the world.
How about some more coffee, anybody?
I will.
No, I'll pass. I'm trying to avoid caffeine these days.
Okay.
How you feeling, Hank?
Well, physically, I never felt better. I've been eating right and exercising, but just like you said, mental attitude is important, and it hurts to know that I'm a problem for so many people. Not only Charles, but Paul and John.
Oh, for heaven's sakes, Hank.
Thank you.
Any problem that Paul and John might have existed long before you came, believe me.
I'll get it.
Thanks, honey.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Kim, I know Barbara is very hurt by the estrangement with Paul. And no matter what you say, I can't help but feel responsible. Is there anything you could suggest that maybe I can do to help?
Well, I just think you're doing the right thing by not giving in to Paul. I love my nephew, but I don't love the way he manipulates people.
I gather he picked that up from his father.
James was a master at it.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to talk to Hank, and I went by the apartment, and he wasn't there, so I figured he was here.
Well, this is sort of my second home these days.
How about having a cup of coffee?
Oh, no, thank you. I just need to speak with Hank.
Well, I was just on my way out. Why don't we talk at my house?
Great. Great.
See you, Kim.
Okay.
Bye-bye.
See you later.
See you,
Bye-bye.
bye.
Okay. Alone at last, my darling.
Oh. Wonder how Lisa's doing with
Lynn Michaels.
Lynn Michaels.
Well, I talked to Lynn, and no conclusions after one session, but she said that Lisa does have a problem distinguishing between fantasy and reality, and she tends toward paranoia.
Well, my golly, I'd be paranoid, too, if I'd been through what Lisa's been through.
Well, at least we got her to stay in the hospital, so she's safe from whoever it is that's responsible.
Cal, why don't you ask my mom to dance? Isn't that a good idea, Mom?
Ignore her, Cal. She's been trying to get rid of me for years.
Well, I think a dance sounds like a good idea. If you're game.
See? Sure.
Let's go.
Behave yourself.
See you later. All that.
No mayhem tonight. Kirk has joined us.
Craig!
I'd still like to tell that witch off.
What are you guys talking about?
You tell him. Getting hoarse from repeating it.
We never should have come here, Daddy.
Do you want to go back and order from room service?
Oh, no. I can't stand sitting in that room with Lenore getting nervous every time Kirk's name is mentioned in front of the kids.
Then relax and enjoy your dinner.
I'm not going to enjoy another meal until I'm home in Southampton. Can we fly out in the morning?
I can't leave Iva in the state she's in.
Andy, I can tell something's bothering you. Did your father say something to upset you?
Yeah, in a way, but look, I just don't want to get into it, all right? I'd rather just enjoy being with you. You want to dance?
Yeah.
Well, I am not going to be able to give you a definite answer till I talk to Carrie again. I left a message for her to call me here.
Well, that's just fine. In the meantime, I think I'm going to go powder my nose, so excuse me. Gentlemen?
Sure. Listen, Paul, I know that you're not going to want to hear this, but Hank Elliot is not
You're
the
right,
source of the problem.
I don't want to hear it.
You're getting right on the edge.
Excuse me. Hello.
Oh, well, hello, darling.
How you doing?
Good, how are you? Paul, have you heard from your dad again?
No, I haven't. Have you?
No, but I keep thinking about the fact that he said he's going to come back to Oakdale.
Paul, you have a call on the payphone in the foyer.
Oh, thank you. Excuse me.
All right, I spoke to Bates. There is no typewriter on the list of the inventory stuff for Jennifer Hobart.
Great. Well, what next?
Well, since Earl signed the letter he wrote to you, you'd assume he typed it on his own typewriter. The letter to Jennifer Hobart wasn't signed. Could have been typed by someone else to mislead Lisa.
All right, why don't we compare the two letters, see if they were written on the same machine. Do you have any idea where Lisa kept Jennifer's letter?
No, I don't, but I can look in her desk, and I'll get mine while I'm up there, too.
I'll go with you.
No, could you stay here and keep an eye on Grant?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Stop scowling. Smooth your brow. You don't like her being there, but it's better just to ignore her.
Oh, yeah? Could you ignore her if you were me?
Me? Absolutely not.
Good, neither can I. Jared.
Oh.
Leave us alone, Kurt.
I'm sorry, but your daughter's got to learn she can't play games with people's lives, like trying to get them fired.
Daddy, let's get out of here.
Wait a minute. What is he talking about?
Well, she didn't tell you. Well, that figures. She offered Lucinda your firm on a silver platter if Lucinda would just fire me.
Elizabeth, is that true?
Daddy, I was sure that you'd sign with Walsh if you knew that it would make Kirk as miserable as he's made Lenore.
Nothing you can do can make me more miserable than I already am.
Would you please leave me and my family alone? You've done enough.
I'm sorry, Jared. But nothing's going to change the fact that I love Ivan. I always will. I'm not going to give her up without a fight.
Elizabeth, I can't believe you'd go to Lucinda Walsh and air out family laundry. No matter what Kirk did in his private life, you had no right to try and get him fired, much less promise something you can't deliver. I want you to stay out of this. You'll only make matters worse.
I wonder who that was that Kirk was talking to.
That's Iva's father and sister.
It's Jared Carpenter.
Really?
He has a huge firm back east. I'd love to land that account.
If you ladies will excuse me, I think I might have word with Kirk. Might have to lay off that firewater party. You're going to feel that in the morning. Well, I'm glad to see somebody from the farm still talking to me. Listen, you all right? Well, and the fact that Iva hates my guts, I'm doing just dandy.
Look, don't you quit. The only reason that I've got a good relationship with my son is because Emma gave me the same advice, so don't you back off.
Jimmy, look, I've misplaced my keys to the penthouse. Can I borrow yours?
Sure, Mr. Combs.
Okay. Here. Let me have the phone, will you?
Sure. Mona Lisa?
I'll use the foyer phone.
Come on, Carrie, it'll be fun. Oh, my mom will put you up in a great hotel, and there's a concert at the Garden that I can get tickets for. I don't know, I just don't want to go by myself. And, well, yeah, we'll have... All right, great. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Oh, sorry, were you waiting for...
No, that's okay. Look, Paul, I don't mean to butt in, but your mother and I go back a lot of years. I knew her when she was married to your dad.
So what are you trying to say?
Well, she would really like you in New York for her show. I hope you won't let her down.
Hey, Paul. Hey, what's up, guys? You leaving?
Yeah, we're heading back to the campus. We came to hear Bo Farrell, but there's something wrong with his throat. You want to ride home?
Ah, no, thanks. I'm here with my mom and my stepdad.
Glad it's not Dixon.
What do you mean?
Don't play dumb, Stenbeck. You had to know the guy swings the other way.
Some faggot fashion designer works for your mom.
Oh, guys, look. I told Coach Patelli that Andy hung out with a guy who was gay, not that he was.
Sure explains a lot.
Look, Vito, it's not true. Andy may be a lot of things, but he's not gay.
I just keep thinking about what happened last time I was in New York for a show. I don't want to repeat.
Well, maybe it would be better if Paul didn't go.
No. Hal and I want to keep an eye on him. Keep a watchful eye on him. Especially now that his father has threatened to come back.
All right, one of the guys from the station just came and picked up the coat.
Oh, did you find the letter from Jennifer Hobart?
No, I didn't. I looked all through the desk, but it wasn't there.
Oh, I'll ask Lisa tomorrow.
This is the letter that my Uncle Earl wrote to me, and I'd like to ask you to be pretty careful with it because just in case Stenbeck did catch up with him, it's probably the last one I'll ever get.
Thanks.
Frank, did you see Paul out in the foyer?
I don't want to talk about Paul. I want
to dance.
On that deal.
Hi.
Hi. Did Paul leave?
Oh, no, evidently he's out in the foyer, probably talking to Carrie.
What are you thinking?
Oh, I'm just thinking, dear, just thinking.
Oh, give me one guess. Rosemary Kramer and her son, Ian.
Maybe we could not go into this in front of all of Oakdale, okay?
So, any news?
Mama had a healthy baby girl about an hour ago, and Casey made it in time.
Oh, Craig, that's wonderful. What's her name?
Catherine Ann. Kate, for short.
Well, give her and Casey my love, okay? And tell them congratulations. And I'll make an announcement right now, all right? Okay, all right. Bye-bye. Excuse me, everyone, can I have your attention, please? I know all you regular customers have been missing Lila Peretti's wonderful singing, but she's been out of town on a very worthy cause. She just gave birth to a baby girl, Catherine Ann.
Oh, hopefully the next birth announcement around here will be ours.
So what did you want to talk to me about before Craig called?
Well, I wanted to borrow the keys to the penthouse. I want to spend the night there after I drop you off at the Corbin home.
Okay, sure, why?
Well, I have a feeling whoever planted that raincoat is probably going to come back, and I want to be there when they do. But this is just between you and I. I don't want anybody else to know, okay?
Okay, but if you go through the front door, Grant might see you.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point. Well, do you have the key to the terrace?
Yeah, but then you'll have to go up the fire escape.
That won't be the first time. It's no problem.
Okay, well, this one's to the terrace.
Okay. Thanks. Remember, don't tell anybody, okay?
Okay.
Well, from what I'm hearing, it sounds like it's what Kirk did that you can't forgive, not the fact that he wasn't the one who told you.
Well, I think I could almost get past him walking out on a wife that he did not love. But walking out on your own children, who's to say that he would not walk out on me and our children if I married him someday? Thank you.
You know as well as I do there are no guarantees in this life. Not for me or you or anyone. Charles getting AIDS is proof of that.
I'm sorry. I mean, this is nothing compared to your situation at all.
No, not at all. Look, you were in love with the guy, and now you feel totally betrayed. But for what it's worth, I've seen an enormous change in Kirk since you've been with him. The Kirk who called me a faggot is a completely different guy from the one who told me how sorry he was to hear about Charles. Plus, I can't forget how happy you were when you came back from New York and told me you were in love with him.
Well, that's because I finally thought I found the man I was going to be with for the rest of my life, raise a family with. I was going to accept his proposal before Jared and Lenore showed up with the children, you know.
Look, it wouldn't hurt so much if you didn't still love him. And however, the people that you love and want to spend the rest of your life with are few and far between. You know, happiness can be snatched away at a moment's notice, so think hard before you throw that away.
Well, thanks for the ride. And good luck at the penthouse.
Well, whoever planted that raincoat obviously knows you are on Lisa's every move. And with you staying here tonight and Lisa in the hospital, they just might want to do something. And I want to be there when they do.
Glenn, be careful.
I will. Don't you worry.
I can't help it. I mean, now I know what Lisa went through every time Uncle Earl went on assignment.
Well, that's one of the reasons why I asked Joe Bailey for reassignment. To get out of undercover work.
You did? You didn't tell me?
I just did feel like I wanted to pressure you.
Well, I don't feel pressured. I'm really glad that you're doing it.
Me too. Maybe now I can have a wife like your Uncle Earl had. A beautiful wife who loves me. A real home. And who knows, maybe some kids.
Sounds good to me.
Well, now that I've removed the obstacles from my side of the relationship, the next move, my dear, is up to you. What's so funny?
I'm just thinking about growing up in South Philly, and I couldn't wait to get out of there. And I was so glad when my Uncle Earl came with his magic carpet to show me the world. And now here I am on a porch with a guy from my old neighborhood.
Life's funny. I took a job as an agent partly to see the world. You know, now that I've seen it, I realize there's nothing as appealing as what I left behind. Hey, why don't you and I take a trip back to South Philly? I mean, we'll catch a matinee at the Rialto or go have dessert at the Shamrock Bakery.
I thought you said you weren't going to pressure me.
I'm sorry. I just get a little out of control when I'm with you. I'm sorry. Listen, I'll call you in the morning.
Glenn, I was just teasing. I would love to go on a trip to South Philly with you.
You're on.
When we go back, I'm going to tell all the folks back home that you are absolutely gorgeous. Oh. And so is your baby.
Oh, thank you.
I love you.
I love you, too.
Take it easy and don't overdo it.
Hey, I won't. I got a family to take care of.
I love you, Mama. She's beautiful, and you're
Thank
beautiful,
you.
and you're not so bad yourself. I'll see you.
Thanks for everything.
Sure, come on. See you now.
Time for you to try walking, Mrs. Peretti.
Oh, gosh, do I have to?
We make quite a pair, dear. Who knows? Maybe one of us will be walking before this kid.
It's not funny, Casey. Ow. Would you like to give your daughter her sugar water?
Oh, are you kidding? I'd love to.
Okay.
She's sleepy.
Hey, sweetie.
Hey.
Everywhere we go, we run into Kirk. The best thing would be for us all to get on the first plane out of here and go home to Southampton.
Liz, I told you I cannot leave Iva in the state she's in.
Why not? She's got a huge family here to take care of her.
I'm family, too. I'm her father, the same as yours.
Oh, let's get out of here, Daddy. The air is contaminated.
No, wait a minute. There's something you should know.
I do not approve of what Elizabeth did, but I have nothing more to say to you.
Well, just listen then. I've been trying to tell Ivan and Lenore, but neither of them will speak to me.
Can you blame them?
You stay out of this. This doesn't concern you.
I beg your pardon. I am family, in case you've forgotten. Not that you know the meaning of the word since you deserted yours.
Yeah, well, I'm going to change all that. My attorney's looking into the possibility of getting permission for me to see the children so they can get to know me.
The children think you're dead. I intend to keep it that way.
Jared, I'm sorry. I can't accept that. I know what I did was wrong, very wrong, and I know you want to see me punished. But the children have a right to know their father, and I'm not going to give up till they do.
I'm still kind of nervous about you staying there by yourself.
Well, I'm a big boy now. I'm just glad you're over at the Corbin home. Why don't I pick you up in the morning and give you a full report over breakfast?
You better.
Never looked forward to giving a report more.
All right, you take care of yourself. Good night.
Sleep well.
After Hirohito, the Japanese bury an emperor, but can they bury their past and face their future? 48 hours tonight.
Friday, outsiders invade the underworld.
You must not be anywhere near.
I want to be by your side.
And Catherine is kidnapped. Beauty and the Beast, Friday.
This portion of As the World Turns has been brought to you by Mountain-grown Folgers coffee. Folgers, the best part of waking up. Furs by Christie Brothers. Join us tomorrow for As the World Turns.
This is CBS.